Hello and welcome everybody to a rather different YouTube edition this month for the full moon that's coming in on the 7th of May. I thought I would look at the emotional side of what this may bring, and this kind of goes for everybody during the period it comes in on the 7th of May, and it's in Scorpio, and usually they last for about 2 weeks until we hit our new moon after that. It's a very powerful one, this full moon in Scorpio on the 7th of May. It's very much about our emotions, and we could see, or you could be feeling, that you are releasing some repressed emotions, something that's been pent up inside of you, and you can no longer keep it repressed. So you could find that with the amplification of the energy of the moon, that you bring this out to the surface. And of course it deals with relationships. In a relationship situation, there may have been something that has been teeing you off with your partner, but you've gone along with it. But this full moon in Scorpio on the 7th could just trigger something that's been just lurking there in the undercurrent. The new moon also brings new beginnings. And this new beginning could be the fact that after being in lockdown, you have got your ideas and your plans about what you want to start. And this is a good energy to start things, the ball rolling. And of course, with new beginnings, there are endings. So there may be something that you need to end. It could be a relationship that you've decided that you're not really feeling in this relationship the way you thought you were, because you've had more time to think about the situation, or you've been a lot more in close proximity with your partner, and deep down inside you're not feeling that this is the way you want to go. So you will also find that you are revealing more about yourself, and that's always a good thing, because that's what we need to do to get to a place where we feel happy and contented, knowing more about ourselves, what makes us tick, what we truly want. Are we just putting up with things for the sake of putting up with things? But that could really shift on the 7th. It might be that you come across information. So it's a really delicate time for secrets being revealed, finding out information, maybe about somebody, maybe about a situation that you never would have thought. Now, the first reaction to that kind of revelation is one of aghast or judging or just being angry about. It might affect you in different ways. But there is an empathy once the dust has settled. And we do have an influence with Mercury in here, which means you could find yourself, one, you could turn a blind eye to it. Two, you could sit down and discuss things through to a real beneficial outcome. So again, testing you and how good you are at resolving and mediating in situations, whether it's your relationship around work. The emotional struggles continue along with the work. You might find that people are trying to control you in a work situation or even in a relationship situation, Now, to a certain degree, we have been locked down for 6-7 weeks now, 8 weeks, 9 weeks by the time we get to the full moon. So we have been living under a controlled environment, a situation, for perfectly good reason. But once we start to come out of this, we might find that people want to take further control over us. And there could be power battles, power struggles coming to the forefront. And this would challenge you in who you are and what you want. So be aware that this could well be around you, and to just take a step back. First of all, I always say don't buy into somebody else's controlling. And if you need help, speak to somebody about it. Relationships have been under a lot of pressure during this time. So again, it could be somebody exerting their control over you in a close relationship. The other things that are coming out around this are having the new ideas and how you move forward. So I always say, put your energy into doing that. It takes you away from what's going on around you. Take back your own control and do what you want to do, how you want to do it. And not forgetting that other people may be under a lot of emotional stress that you don't see on the surface. And also take time to think about what they've been going through, how it's affected them and the way they react. So this is where the empathy comes in, trying to be understanding but also not being walked over. So if you do find yourself in a situation like that, then don't be afraid to talk to somebody. You know, the energy of this new moon also has a real strong psychic energy with it. So you might be feeling that you know things aren't right. So listen to your intuition. When this moon arrives in Scorpio, some of the benefits of this will be that maybe you'll find yourself a little bit more magnetic, a more magnetic personality. You might be more passionate about something. You might have realised how much more loyal you are, or you may be just very protective still of your family and friends, because after all, when we come out of this lockdown, we're not in the clear. We also have to be careful of maybe tearing something apart, because we can press the button, the self-destruct button. But also, if we do want to take something apart, we will also know how to transform it into what we want. So there's quite a lot of emotions running through once we get to the 7th of May. And this could go on for about 2 weeks. There could be some kind of, or we may be feeling quite aggressive as well. People could be a little bit more hot-tempered. So back away, don't get sucked into it, and just be aware of these things. Because I think once if you're aware of it, then it's easier to handle. So I hope you enjoyed this audio bite, this sound bite that I've done for this full moon. I'm going to do another one for the new moon, which is May the 22nd, and I am going to post up, or it will be posted up, your normal monthly tarot insights for the month of May. Don't forget, if you like this audio, let me know, let me have your feedback, and I will always try and reply to everybody that passes comment, which is really, really lovely for me. Makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile for you guys. And also don't forget, at any time, if anybody wants a psychic reading, then I am still going to keep my special offer on of £25 for 25 minutes. And it's really easy to get involved. Just find me on Facebook, Anne Scholes Psychic Medium, or my shop page, which is Angelic Bliss. I have 2 pages on Facebook. So I hope as we move forward through this month of May, and as we start to come out of the lockdown, which I feel we gradually will, take care. And remember, most of all, look after yourself. See you soon.